So today's video is going to be fairly short. I just want to talk about how to deal with audio issues that come up when you have more than one device in basically the same room or close proximity to each other. You might ask, well, why would you do that? If you haven't already experienced this, sometimes it's that, say, you're in a family Zoom meeting or something like that, and everybody in the household is on their own device and wants to be in the same room. Well, the difficulty you can get from that is that because everything's got a mic and everything's got a speaker, the sound comes out of the speakers and goes into the mic. Now, if you're just on one device, Zoom takes care of that because it basically, your mic, the programming and is such, I'm not sure of the details, but basically it can ignore the sound that's coming from your speaker. If you're not the speaker, for instance, it may just turn off your mic. I don't know. But in any case, the sound from your speakers is not going into your mic, or at least your mic is not transmitting it to the rest of the meeting. And so you don't get the feedback from that. But if you've got more than one device, that safety is off. And so you're going to get feedback. I'll give you an example of that now. That showed some of the aspects of that feedback where you've got echoing in what you're saying, and so it becomes hard to understand, if not impossible to understand. And then when it gets enough, you start to get a whistling from the feedback of the general noise. So you don't want that. So there are a few solutions. One is everybody in separate rooms, and that certainly works. Another is everybody shares one device, sort of all crowd onto the couch or whatever, and everybody's in the same camera and can look at the same screen. But there is another possibility if everybody, or if more than one device is desired in this meeting, and that is to disconnect the audio. Now, a sort of simple solution that sometimes works is just to turn the volume as far down or off on all the devices but one. And that often works. The difficulty with it is that the microphones are still active, and so they're still feeding things back into the meeting. The Zoom delay probably means that that's not going to make much of a difference for generally, although within the same room it might. And if little enough sound is coming out of your speakers, it's not going to cause problems, or generally won't. You might get the occasional whistle from the feedback and then move on. So that's one option. Just turn the volume all the way down. What I'm going to show you, though, is how to disconnect the audio. Now, I'm going to be showing it on an Android, but other systems have a similar way within Zoom to just disconnect audio from Zoom. So let's look at this.
So on an Android, bring up more settings, and we want to go to disconnect audio, and voila. So now there's now the Android is not, there's no sound coming out of it. It's not picking up on any sound. All the sound is going through my laptop, which is still connected.
So what I was saying as I was disconnecting the audio was probably a bit hard to understand. So let's look at that again with the audio off from the meeting, and we can walk through the steps to disconnect the audio there. So we touch the screen to bring up the controls. Then we touch the more, the three dots labeled more. That brings up the control, these more controls. We touch disconnect audio. And now the audio is gone. So that's how to disconnect audio completely on a device in Zoom. Okay, till next time. Bye.